What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us today on the 343 Labs Sample Challenge. We do this every month. And I didn't switch my scene before we went live. So Alex, say hi to everybody. They can already see you.
Hello.
I usually have it so that it's
surprise.
a full screen me, and then I forgot to push that button before we went live, but that's okay.
Oh, well.
Everybody, please welcome Alex Rapp, our guest today. Alex's Instagram is in the link down below in the description if you want to check out her music. Also, you can check out a performance on the 343 Labs YouTube channel, and an interview and a full performance on the 343 Studio. But Alex, why don't you say hello, introduce yourself to chat, let them know who you are, where you're at, what you do, all that good stuff.
Cool. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex Rapp. I am a singer, songwriter, producer, and I submitted a little hook for everyone to remix. Mango, I'm not sure what they're going to sound like, but I'm very excited to listen.
Yes, super excited. So if you don't know how this works, folks, we do this once a month with 343 Labs, where over on 343 Studio, which is 343 Labs platform for music producers, we post a sample, usually from a guest. You can download that sample, you flip it. We usually give away cool prizes. Like today, we're very grateful for Antares Autotune to have sponsored us. So we have winners winning licenses for third, second, and first place. You can see those right there. So that's very exciting. And the sample's there to download, and then we will go through all the submissions today. So the way to be involved in this is just be involved in the 343 community, either joining the Discord or making a free account over on 343 Studio, which also gets you access to cool things like video classes, which, Alex, you worked on a video class, right? You shot one recently in Berlin?
Yes, yeah. On performing live with the Mimu Glove, which is
That's
live.
Tell me about that. Can you explain to the people what a Mimu Glove is?
Yeah, it's basically just a wireless wearable MIDI controller. So it works with gestures, like you could do like a fist or like a peace sign, and then your movements determine, and you like map it to certain things in Ableton. That's how I use it.
Right.
So like I have like this puppet hand, and I do it like this, and that will control the amount of delay
That's
for
fun.
my voice.
It's like you're playing the air. It's like you're like controlling something in the air. That's really cool. Yeah, if y'all want to see that in action, just head over to 343 Labs YouTube channel. Hello to everybody in chat. I will say hello to all of you in a moment, but I messed up when we first went live and all the screens were on, so we had to jump right in, okay? But thank you all. I see you all here. Welcome. I'm just showing on screen real quick the other classes that are currently available. Alex's class will be up soon, but we also just posted a class by Great Dane, who's got a very cool vocal sampling class, a very robust class by Abe Duque, a guide to compression. We got stuff with John Selway making a bass stab, and then a few other classes. And there are way more classes in the pipeline. Those are available to you for free. Make a free account over on 343 Studio. That's studio.343labs.com. Definitely check that out. And then you can check out the premium tiers because there's worthwhile stuff there as well. But we're here to do a sample challenge. I suppose I can say hello to everybody in chat. Andrew Woodfield says, "Oh, damn, I missed the contest." Today, you missed it. But if you want to be involved next month, get ready. Make your account. Make sure you're keeping up with things. And you will be up to win next month as well. Welcome, Bishop, Ika, Mr. Mystery. My mom is in the chat. My dad is in the chat. Alex, my parents show up to every live stream. What do you think about that?
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I'm going to message mine now.
I should have told you to invite your parents.
Damn.
Bring your parents to work day.
That's amazing.
Cool. Hello, Sashant, Seth, Daniel, Uncle Acid, Andrew, I already said hello to, Tom Adams, Adi, Katie Cat, good morning, and Frederick, hello. And then over on the 343 chat, we have Indy, Samantha, Joaquin. Thank you all for joining over on both chats. I'll try to keep up with both as we go. And Ayush, thank you for upgrading your membership. We have a lot of very great entries today. I think we have about 11, and they're posted over on the forum. And what I want to do real quick is over in my chat, I want to ask you all, where should we do submissions for this? Where should we do submissions? I'm going to run a poll. And the question is, do we do it on Discord or do we continue doing it on the forum? Please vote, because I'm leaning that it would make more sense to do it on Discord. But if you all like the forum, please do that. And I can't do that over in the 343 chat. I apologize. So if you jump over to my chat, you can vote in that poll. I'll leave that up for a couple minutes. But yeah, a lot of cool submissions today. I guess I should play people the original sample. Let's hear what you got going on here. Let's play for everybody this sample that we're working with today. My Mind.
Gazing through the pictures of our time, picking up the pieces left behind. I'm tracing through the lines I can't define. In my mind, my mind.
Awesome. My community knows this, Alex, but nothing I love more than flipping a vocal sample.
I'm glad. And you have a submission here as well.
I do not have a submission.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think that would be fair for me.
Yeah,
to
well.
submit, you know? Let me ask you, in terms of your music, like you talked about the glove. Is a lot of your music or your approach to making music revolving around performance, or do you do like a little bit of both, where it's just like there's the production side and the performance side are separate? Like, what's your approach?
It varies for sure. I think right now I'm trying to finish like 3 tracks, and I have a performance coming up, and that's kind of helping me finish them. So I guess maybe the live stuff helps. But then, you know, when you want to think of it in like a streamable format, then it's a different brain, I guess.
For sure. And I wonder, like, when you're making a track, are you already thinking about like the performance aspect, or is it something you figure out later?
It depends. It really depends. Like, I think right now, because I have this performance, I'm thinking about it more. But I try just to like follow what the song needs, I guess.
Totally. Yeah. It's always complicated. It's 2 different parts of your brain, I think.
Completely.
You either have to reverse engineer a track you produced for performance, or you made the track with performance in mind, and then you have to reverse engineer it to be put out as a track.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you say we get into some of these submissions now that we've heard the sample? I'm assuming in the past, for these challenges, our community is very diverse in terms of the kinds of music they make. And I'm assuming we're going to get a similar diversity in types of music today, because that sample is so like easily flippable and transformable. So I'm curious to see what the audience has done. All right, folks, we are going to just go through the forums submissions one by one, give them a listen, give our reactions. If you submitted and it's not public, make it public so I can open it in a new tab. Please, I'm begging you. But if I can't, peace and love, it's fine. Like this first one, I can't open it in a new tab. It's private. Why? I just can't control the volume, you know? It's like all very complicated. Because then I got to lower the volume, and it's a lot. All right. Anyway, so if you're further down the list and you're watching live right now, it would be fantastic if you could go make that track public. But anyway, let's get right into it.
This is aspirin? Sorry.
Yes, this is aspirins in my mind. Oh, it is public. Okay, I lied. Great. All right, we're going to do a countdown, then we're going to click play, and then we'll be listening. All right, and sometimes you get an ad. So if you get an ad, just let me know, and we'll hold off.
Okay.
All right, I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Gazing through the pictures of our time, picking up the pieces left behind. I'm tracing through the lines I can't define. My mind, my mind, my mind.
Okay, we're starting things off strong.
Okay. I didn't know where it was going, but I'm happy.
Yeah. Chat, I hope you're ready to dance this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are. Hi, Amelia.
Gazing through the pictures of our time.
And Lodo Beats.
Picking
Hello.
up the pieces left behind.
This is a really good use of the vocal.
Through the lines I can't define. In my mind, my mind. Gazing through the pictures of our time. Picking up the pieces left behind. I'm tracing through the lines I can't define. In my mind, my mind, my mind.
Chat, let us know. What do you think of this track so far? Seems like people are liking it. All right. Wow. Very strong first submission. As Uncle Acid noted, Uncle Acid goes quite strong start here. I would say so. Ika says, wow, this is really professional. What did you think of this track, Alex?
Amazing. I'm so many parts in one, so many different sections, but really flowed super well.
Absolutely. This is what I am most excited about. Like I said when we started, because like a vocal sample like this, so they used it straight up as a hook, which I love that. It worked so well. They built a, like I would maybe not know otherwise that it was for a sample challenge. I might think the hook was specifically made for this track.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Maybe there was some collusion behind the scenes. Aspirin, if you're in the chat, please let us know and say hello. I don't know if your YouTube name is the same.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is a really good first entry. Wow. What else can I say? The thing I was going to say, I was going to reference a part of the track, but an ad started playing. But the brass, just mix-wise, I think it sounded really good mix-wise, but I thought when that drop happened about 3/4 of the way through, the brass stabs were a little bit loud, but could just be my headphones that I'm listening on. And what did you think of the drop? I was almost expecting something a little bit heavier, but it came a little bit, it was a little more subdued than I expected it was going to be. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, I always love drama, so it can always be a bit like extremely dramatic. But I think, I mean, it was effective.
Yeah, it was still effective for sure.
Yeah. But I think I knew what was coming, you know? So,
yeah. Great. Thank you, Aspen, for that submission. We're going to keep it rolling. And Alex, if you, sooner than later, press play on your next track and see if you get an ad, because I got an ad after I just listened to that track. That way it will finish. And then the next one, no ad. Perfect.
No ad.
All right. The next one is by Samantha. First time in this new platform. Thank you, Samantha, or Sam. This is my submission to the challenge. I use the sample in different ways as main vocals, also has rhythmic patterns in the background as an FX. Really, it's a nice sample to work with. Many possibilities. Great. So let's see what Sam came up with. First time submitting. Open this up. This is the right track. Yes. All right. Ready to listen to it?
Yes.
All right. Press and play in 3, 2, 1, play. Hard U-turn in the genres. try to reset your brain.
Yeah, right. I'm calming down now.
Tracing through the lines I can't define, picking up the pieces left behind. My mind, in my mind. Tracing through the lines I can't define, picking up the pieces left behind. My mind.
It's a little bit like a trippy lo-fi track, which is interesting.
I would never imagine this.
That's the magic of these sample challenges. Now we're in like a magical forest.
Yeah. So many textures. Okay.
And folks, don't forget, if you do like some of the tracks that you hear today, please head over to the artist SoundCloud, give them a follow, show some support, comment on their track, all that good stuff.
Picking up the pieces left behind. Tracing through the lines I can't define.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Sam, for that submission. What did you think, Alex?
Really nice. Trippy, like I could definitely, smoke some weed and chill and listen to this. And you said Enchanted Forest, but I was like in the ocean or something.
Nice.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, I like also all the different things that you did with the voice, like in the background, that I only really noticed at the end. But
right, the little it's like a mix between those little like chopping it and like it being a little bit glitchy to it being like the straight up, that hook version. A couple of things I really liked. All the bell textures that are in this track are really nice.
Super clean.
Very clean.
Yeah, there were like so many textures, but they seem to really
spatially
fit.
Like really well mixed. One thing that I don't like, that I always talk about with tracks, and you let me know what you think about this, Alex, is like hard panning. Like when this vocal sample comes in and it's like auto panning, like hard left and right, or even towards the end where it's doing that again, I just find that distracting. I don't really find it like musical. Am I crazy?
I think it's a matter of taste. I think it adds to this whole like we're like on a trip. Yeah.
I guess in the context it makes sense, but maybe to me it's just like pull it back a little bit, so it's not as hard,
Yeah.
But I also think listening to it on speakers versus listening to it on headphones, it being in the space is less dramatic, but But and it being like kind of like this lo-fi track, I was glad to hear maybe around the 40 or the 50-second mark when the vocals come back in and they're super like filtered out. That to me fit the vibe a lot more than at the beginning when they come in super clean.
Yeah. I also enjoyed that too. I wasn't sure if it was just like me hearing my like dry vocal and being like, oh no.
Yeah, well, I think especially with lo-fi, like you want everything to sound like it's in the same space and everything, that it's like the same lo-fi kind of vibe. So when other sounds are super filtered and then something comes in super clean, it tends to stick out just like a little too much.
Yeah.
But this was a fun journey.
A journey. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for that submission. Really cool. First time submitting. So really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
If you're in chat, say hello. It seems like chat also liked that track as well. Hello to Karina. Karina says, good job, Sam. I'm enjoying the vibe. Kitty Cat liked it as well. Tom Adams music. New R&B vibe, says Tom Adams music. I could see that a little bit. Great. Let's keep it rolling. We have more submissions to go. All right, Lodo Beats, who I saw over in the 343 chat. Hello, Lodo Beats. Now, I don't know if Lodo Beats gets disqualified because they say made on Reason 11. Do we allow that here? I don't know. Sorry.
I feel like that's like, it gives you like bonus points, right?
Oh, bonus points, really?
I mean, I don't know anyone using Reason, actually.
Me neither. If you're using Reason in the chat, show yourself. And I was just joking, by the way. But Lodo always has some good tracks, and I'm letting this ad play, so I'm just going to vamp and talk about stuff as we go. Listen to the... oh, yeah, okay. I already saw that. Lodo, thank you for the submission. Thank you to everybody for submitting today. Oh, Aika says no reason to use... oh, no reason to use Reason. Well done. Here's what I know about Reason is one time in college, like we were trying all the different programs, and we used Reason, and it was like... it shows like a bunch of like rack-mounted gear like as its interface. And then you can flip it, you can look at the back of it, and you can see all the wires and the patch cables and all that stuff. So to me, it's like, fantastic. Let's take all the inconvenience from hardware and put it into software. Great. That's exactly what I want. So anyway, but hey, we're going to hear Lodo's track right now, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be like, oh, I'm switching to Reason. All right. Ready to listen? My ad has finished.
Yes.
Okay. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play. We went from like a dance track to a lo-fi. Now we have like this slower, like almost trappy kind of thing. R&B and soul, I guess.
I need a glass of wine. I don't know.
Yeah. This is cool sound design stuff.
Uh-oh. Maybe we spoke too soon.
Right.
Ooh.
The chords? I'm just now realizing the chords in the background are your voice.
That's what I've been trying to figure out. I've been like trying to use all of the elements.
Right. Lodo, you're in chat, so let us know a little bit about the track.
Yeah, how did you do that? If there was anything.
Thank you to Lodo Beats for that submission. Well done. Yes, I turned the vocals to make the ARP thing. Yes, it's a very good use of the vocals and very awesome textures throughout the whole thing. It kind of waxes and wanes. Like you have that clap pattern, which makes you think, okay, we're gonna get like an EDM drop, but then it leans back into that more trap style beat, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, I liked all the kind of stabby like like
yes.
I don't know how to
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
They're like
but
almost melodic and glitchy at the same time.
Yeah, I feel like I need to listen to it again because there was so much happening.
Yeah.
But and also,
I think
kind of hypnotizing.
Yeah, hypnotizing. I think one place for improvement maybe would be in the arrangement, because even though there are lots of different things happening and really like diverse amount of sounds and cool sound design things, I do feel like it's like kind of one long A section besides the intro. And then especially as it departs after the first minute, like the first minute of the track gives us some diversity, sets the stage for the track. And then from about a minute 20 on, it kind of stays in the same place, even though different things come to the forefront. Like maybe a B section, maybe something that just switches it up a little bit would have been helpful. But otherwise, I think the production skill, sound design, the use of the sample was super creative, like really well done, Lodo.
Yeah, it was obvious. I think that a lot of time was spent on the sound design and everything, which was very cool.
Who knew you could make cool music with reason? Wow.
This is the next challenge.
Yes. I like making thick textures, but always feel like it's a bit much, says Lodo. No, I thought these textures were great.
Yeah.
Especially the way they were mixed. You have a lot of things going on, but they're not really competing with each other.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one coming up from Aika, The Start of Something. Click that. All right, this is an ambient track. We have a beautiful picture here for the album art. Are you ready to give it a listen?
Yes, no ads.
All right, I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play. Thank you, Aika. I know that you're in the chat, so let us know a little bit about your track while you are here. Very high quality tracks so far.
Yeah.
Aika, let us know how you use the sample. Or maybe it's coming up still. So the sample is being used via granular synthesis. And it's happening at the transitions, I guess. Lots of reverb. This definitely fits the mountaintop vibes of the album art.
Yeah.
cool. All right, Ike, thank you. What'd you think of this track, Alex?
Super relaxing, but also kind of sad.
Sad. Yeah.
I got kind of melancholic, maybe. Yeah, I maybe like gazing out on the
Sure.
mountain sunset.
Pensive, thinking, existential.
Yeah. But really smooth and
Yeah.
like had a really nice build.
Yeah. Very smooth. Like a well done. The guitar work is great as well. Good job on that. I put in the chat. I have a community playlist, like a lo-fi playlist that people contribute to, and I think this would definitely fit on that playlist.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
The one thing I'll say, Ika, though, is I think you could have used the sample in a more. It doesn't have to have necessarily been a dominant way, but I think using it as a transitional device with lots of reverb and using it granularly. When you do that, you can basically do that with any sound. So what we want with these sample challenges, we do want you to make the kind of music that you usually make. So this kind of track that you're so good at making, but the sample should play some kind of key role. Like I don't have to be able to identify it, but a little more. I would have wanted to see a little bit more from the use of the sample, being that it is a sample challenge, you know? That's just my 2 cents. But otherwise, if I never knew that this was a track for the sample challenge, I would think that this was great. And I would definitely say if you distribute this on Spotify, definitely let me know so we can put it on the Lo-Fi Loft playlist. Cool. Thank you, Ika. Great job. The guitars are nice and dreamy. I think that's you playing guitar. And if it is, here's what I tell all these people, Alex, is like guitar players, instrumentalists, whatever, just make sample packs and sell them. Easy money.
Yeah, I would buy a sample pack from this.
Have you ever made a sample pack? Because you do so much vocal stuff. I imagine you could have a pretty cool vocal sample pack.
Yeah, I've done them for this group here in Berlin called Eclat. It's like a group for women, trans, and non-binary producers. So we do kind of these bi-weekly challenges, but I haven't sold one.
I'm always trying to think about the revenue sources for people out there, musicians, you know.
Yeah. No, it's important.
Yes, to be able to survive and be an artist. Yeah, it's a little important.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. I got one from Sub-Zero. It's called Left Behind. Let me open this up and see if I'm going to get an ad. No ad. All right, great. Well, let me read a little bit about it. Today, I have you a little beat mixing different genres. For the vocals, experimented with key shifting and kind of spread it throughout the song. One in the beginning, chopped in the middle, and again at the end. With the vocals, I have some guitar, 2 different piano synths, and for the Indian part, I added a dholak for the bass and an extra Indian perk. Anyways, hope you enjoy it. Yes, Sub-Zero is always very good at including like traditional Indian instruments in his music. So let's see what genres we're combining today and how these Indian instruments fit within that. Click and play in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh boy. You have quite the low range, Alex. Wow.
I was sick that day. Wow.
Yeah. What a solid beat, Sub-Zero. The traditional Indian instruments add such an amazing texture.
Yeah.
They just take it to another level. the chord progression could be stronger. But I do like all the sounds.
It does seem like very minimal compared to the other tracks that were like super like packed, but and you can pay attention a bit more to these very cool sounds.
Yeah. All right, nice. Sub-Zero, thank you for that submission. Really, really cool. I think so far your best execution of rhythm and groove for sure, especially the way it opens. I think it's the drum machine style samples mixed with the Indian percussion that really makes it stand out. And some of the spatial stuff like the panning with some of the perks being over here and that really solid downbeat sound. Really, really good. And I can tell you're working on... Alex, we have some beginners in the community, and maybe you can help speak to like what some beginners should do when they first start making music. But my advice is always to keep things more simple, because what I see with a lot of beginners is they try to just throw everything at their track, so they end up with like all these weird sounds that aren't mixed together quite well. And it just like overcomplicates things. They end up with a mess. For something like this, which I can tell Sub-Zero held back a little bit and kept it a little simple, that made it so, like you said, some of these cool sounds could stand out more and we could focus on them. But like, what advice do you usually give for people just starting out in production, just making their first tracks?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, try not to get, I mean, that was my fault that I got so excited by all the cool sounds that I could make that I wanted you to hear them all at the same time,
all at once.
Yeah. So I guess it's like deciding what you want people to hear, what you want people to focus on, and like spending time on that, and then kind of letting the other stuff support it.
Totally. And yeah, my comment about the chords is like, I think they could to me there wasn't much. I wasn't feeling tension and release when those keyboard chords came in. However, I think the use of that like electric piano sound was really good when it came in, because we hadn't heard something like that before.
Yeah.
It was it added nice diversity to the track.
Yeah. Did they play the Dolog?
Sub-Zero let us know. I think the Sub-Zero has access or plays a lot of these instruments. I'm pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong on that, Sub-Zero. I think so. But yeah, very cool sounds, very cool groove. Keep it going, Sub-Zero. Thank you for that submission. One of my favorites from you yet. Well done.
Very nice.
Let's keep things rolling here. And we have... Is that Uncle Acid up next? Yes. Picking up the pieces. Did something a bit different this time and used the sample without mutilating it completely. We'll see about that. All right. We ready to listen to Uncle Acid's track, Picking Up the Pieces?
Yes.
All right. Yep. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play. Uncle Acid living up to his name right off the bat. And chat, don't forget that we are picking 3 winners today of these submissions.
All right.
Nice. Vocals have read.
We're back in Berlin.
Yeah.
The pictures of our time. Gazing the pictures. Gazing the pictures of our time. Picking up the pieces. Picking up the pieces left behind. Gazing the pictures. Picking up the pieces.
I feel like this hi-hat is inside of my brain.
It's tickling my brain.
Yes.
Gazing through the pictures. Gazing through the pictures.
The vocals are just too close to me. That's what I think. Like too far in the front compared to everything else.
The pieces. Picking up the pieces left behind. Gazing through the pictures. Picking
Yeah, I like that they're kind of distorted, but I agree it's a bit like loud.
Yeah, the crunchiness is good, but yeah, loudness down. I agree.
But a banger nonetheless.
Yes. All right, and now we turn it over to our Berlin correspondent, Alex Rapp. Alex, what did you think of that?
Really liked it. I mean, I was moving and grooving, but yeah, like you said, I think the voice was maybe just a bit too forward, and it was funny because I got to hear the individual things a bit more, and I'm hearing like gazing, and I was like, oh, I sound very southern here.
Yeah.
My Maryland
That's funny.
accent is coming out.
Yeah.
But really cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
For this
the
genre,
tickets.
Uncle Acid, I think well done, and I agree with the, just the mixing thing of how can we more even, like, I feel like I'm just sensitive to hi-hats. I just always think hi-hats are too loud as well, so I think it's just like the hi-hats and the vocals to me are just like cutting through so hard. But I'd say I enjoyed the midpoint of like, all right, give the listener time to breathe and then build back up to the groove. I thought that was well executed.
Yeah, definitely.
But thank you, Uncle Acid. Well done. Uncle Acid in the chat says clubs at Berlin are the best. Can you confirm, Alex?
They're pretty great. Yes. I can't compare to a lot to other places so much, but pretty good here. Yeah.
Nice. All right, now I'm scrolling past. We see that Kevin Daly was struggling, but they figured it out, I think.
Okay.
Eventually, we should get down to windows of our, not the Mixcloud link.
Oh.
Keep scrolling.
All right. Oops. Couldn't find it. Try
And then it's the
again.
one that
All
looks like it's really there. Windows
go.
of our time, 243 lab submission. Perfect. I'm pressing play to make sure I don't get an ad. I'm not getting an ad. Great. Thank you, Kevin. I'm glad you could figure out how to submit that. Quantum Tracks. I just want to remind everybody that if you want to be a part of these sample challenges, we do these once a month. Become a member over on studio.343labs.com. Make a totally free account, which means you can download the sample in the future and that you can also access our video classes and more. You can also join the 343 Labs Discord, which if somebody in the chat is watching and can link that, I would greatly appreciate that because I don't think it's in the description. But yeah, today we're going to pick our 3 favorites towards the end, and we are giving away auto-tune licenses, 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year unlimited licenses. So these monthly challenges are usually a great opportunity to get your music heard, take on a cool challenge, push yourself, but then also have the opportunity to win a cool prize. So just a reminder on that. And don't forget, we have a guest today, Alex Rapp. Alex's Instagram is in the description as well. Go give her a follow, check out her work, and you can see a performance by Alex over on the 343 Labs YouTube channel. All right, that's been it for this ad break. Now, are you ready to listen to the next track? So this track is 5 minutes long. We do have a 3-minute limit, so we're just going to listen to the first 3 minutes, and then we're going to fade it out.
Okay.
Very important, people. Directions. We always post them at the top of the forum. How to submit, what the submission criteria is, etc. So just make sure you always pay attention. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Good evening. This has been an extraordinary week in world affairs.
Oh,
It has
feeling
given
that
us
bass
two
in my
trials,
chest.
The Niemöller trial in Berlin and the trial of the old Bolshevik
Chilen in the chat. 안녕하세요.
really sum up the spiritual half of the anguish and strife of this unfolding century. I suppose every century has to answer the same questions. What shall become of man's freedom, and what shall become of man's material?
This is quite ominous.
Wow.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand
This is theater.
some of these illegal
Art. That's
maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to
Wow,
that.
Alex Rap MLK collab.
But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
The command of the Constitution is plain. There is no moral issue. It is wrong. Deadly wrong to deny
very anxious.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when? Let's drop it already.
the right to vote.
So just as I say, we aren't gonna let any dogs or water hoses turn us around. We aren't gonna let any injunction turn us around.
Something's happening.
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now. Because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will.
We cannot, we must not,
I'm gonna let it play a little over that 3-minute mark to see what that little drop is coming up.
Okay.
And then I'll fade it low and we'll talk over
he
it.
may desire to participate.
And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be like a bigger drop.
I've looked over.
All right, I'm just fading it low and we'll talk over the rest. Thank you for the submission, Quantum Tracks. Alex, let me ask you this. What do you think about quotes in music?
Sorry, I just tried to like fade down the sound, and I was fading out your voice as well.
Oh, that's okay.
I was like, oh wait.
My question for you is, what do you think about quotes in songs? Like taking audio quotes from places and putting them in songs.
I think I mean, this was very interesting. I think that I was like hooked, but I also was kind of overwhelmed, like trying to, I don't know, waiting for it to happen. But I think it can be really effective to have quotes.
Yeah, to me, I feel like people tend to overuse them sometimes.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the purpose of the track. I don't know.
Yeah, like this track
that's
clearly has a. I don't think it's meant to be listened to as like a banger, like club beat or something like that. It's not a dance track or something like there's a purpose beyond just the enjoyment of the music, I think, you know. But I do like what you said with overwhelming as well, and also with tension and release in music and like the anxiety that builds up when you have this solid tone playing the whole time and you're waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting for that release, and I think when you don't give that to the listener, it's like very hard to. The proposition is very difficult to get people to listen to it, I guess, especially in a longer piece.
Yeah, I did really like that like tonal kind of bass thing that was happening. But I agree, it would have been nice to have have some relief.
Yeah, like to me, this is almost like a really good concept for a movie trailer or something.
Yeah, it was really, I mean, really intense.
Right.
And cool.
Like if you swap, like the MLK quotes are obviously like fine, but if say this was for a movie, you swap it with quotes from the movie, and then with your vocals juxtaposed with the quote, I think like there's this darkness to the track, and then there's the retro sound quality of the quotes, matched with like your voice was like very sweet and melodic, as opposed to the other things that were kind of darker in it. I thought that juxtaposition worked really well.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of movie trailers doing this now, like having these kind of
the
like
slow Nirvana song.
Yeah. But like sound wise, I mean, it sounded like quality wise, like nice and really interesting textures also there.
Totally.
But yeah, it was.
Thank you, Quantum Tracks. That was something different today. Always something different. We never know what we're gonna get with these submissions.
Yeah, so cool.
Xenopus is up next, and hello Accurate Beats, thank you so much for the donation, appreciate that. Everybody go check out Accurate Beats' channel, really cool stuff over there. Xenopus with My Mind, bringing this up. I'm pressing play and I'm not getting an ad. We love that. Thank you all for hanging out with us. I don't know, I missed it. What did you guys think of that track? I know it's a little bit different. Regine says the song is great with a long set to interject with a large crowd. Yeah, it could have been like an interlude or like a big intro or something like something like that. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, let's keep on going. Xenopus with My Mind. I'm gonna press play. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cool. Press and play in 3, 2, 1, play. Everybody's got like cool bell textures today. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
I think that's your voice, I assume, and it sounds like children playing at the park.
The groove is also very different.
Yeah, swung, cheery, happy.
Gazing through the pictures of our time, picking up the pieces left behind.
Sweet.
It works over the swung rhythm. Interesting. That's fun.
Wow, I like this.
Lines I can't define in my mind.
Cool. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, whoa, was that Travis Scott? What just happened?
I feel like we're like traveling into different worlds.
For sure.
Like just okay. Back on the playground.
Yeah, exactly. This is a dumb reference, but it reminds me of like a track that would be used in a Five Nights at Freddy's video edit or something like that.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, never mind.
I have to look it up.
Pieces left behind. I'm tracing through the lines I can't define.
That like triplety fill kind of thing is cool.
The rhythms are really nice here.
Yeah. the random combat sound.
I love it.
Wow, this one is for sure the most. I don't know. How would I say?
I don't know. Yeah.
Most
I love
unexpected
when-
of the day, maybe.
Yes. I love when tracks can make me laugh, like in a just a way that's like, that's so unexpected. I don't know how
Yeah.
else to react. Like,
Isn't it interesting? You recorded this vocal sample, probably with one thing in mind around it,
Yeah,
and then someone
yeah.
takes it and puts like a swung beat on it. Like this could have been like a folk song, you know? Like it could have been like a
Yeah.
swung folk twangy thing. That's what I get from the swing feel.
yeah. I love it. Yeah, just good. That was a really nice
Yeah.
journey as well. Cool.
Yeah, very, very creative. I think there could be some improvements in terms of like mix and stuff, but like I don't want to harp on them too much. I think the original ideas were really good. And just like the arrangement with the different sections and things, like you said, it's like taking us through the different universes, which was cool.
Yeah. Very unexpected.
And Five Nights at Freddy's is this kids game / series on the internet about
Okay.
animatronics that kill people.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a horror
Okay.
thing. But there's always these like video
Okay.
edits that have like this kind of music in it.
Oh, God.
Nobody in chat said anything about my reference, which means I'm the only one that thinks this. So
Well,
It's okay.
just looking at the photos, the images on Google, I can see it.
Okay,
and
thank you.
I don't want to look at that again. No,
hey, the lore is deep if you ever want to do a deep dive.
Okay.
Thank you to Xenopus for that submission. That's Bill Bancroft over on Studio. All right, we have three more submissions to go. Ayush, thank you for joining us. Ayush asks, who do we have as guests? This is Alex Rapp. Check the link in the description to find out more about Alex. Very cool musician, performer, producer, etc., etc. Live from Berlin. What time is it in Berlin right now?
8 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. And my day's just getting started.
Yeah.
Love that. All right, I'm bringing up the next one. Night in Tunisia by Joachim. I'm going to press play. I'm not getting an ad. Fantastic. This is my submission to the challenge. I've worked around an Arabic idea because the first time I heard the loop, I perceived it as an Arabic influence. Thoughts?
I'll take it. I don't know. I'm very intrigued.
They say, maybe it's just me. Anyway, this is what I did. Hope you like it. I hope we like it too. All right, let's give it a
Pressure's
listen. Yes. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play. People are getting like a really long sound out of some of your voice, which is cool.
This is not me.
Oh, that's not you? I was like, how did they?
No.
I thought it was like.
I mean, no.
This is like full mix
Wow.
here. Here we go. Taking that one word and putting it in this context. it
Really
makes sense.
effective.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
Wow.
That was a roller coaster. That was intense. You're sure the beginning is not your vocals stretched?
I mean, wait.
I think it would be hard because I think it's actually a different sample.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the texture is it's not my timbre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, beautiful.
Man, the percussion to me stands out as like a strong suit of this. It sounds so clean and full the whole time.
Yes, full is the word I would use to describe this song, and it's in a really like comforting way.
Yeah, not overbearing.
Yeah, like a big bowl of pasta.
What did you think of the use of your voice?
Really cool. I liked the drop when it was like Mamo.
Yeah.
And then it came, I was like,
That was
really cool
a
and
highlight
different.
of the track for
Yeah.
sure. That little.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, there were times where I wasn't sure if it was my voice or if it was something else, and then it
Evolved
it was
a
more
little.
obvious that
Yeah.
it was. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah. That's for sure cool. Yeah, and that little phrase of that little melodic thing on the word mind fits so well with the Arabic scale that's going on.
Yeah,
It's so interesting how people can interpret
Who
things
knew?
in all these different ways.
amazing.
I know I talked
Yeah,
about at the
wow.
top saying that our submissions are always like diverse, but I think so far today, this is like the most diverse that we've
Yeah,
had so far, which is really cool.
Super cool.
Let's-
Very, yeah. My God.
And hopefully you
One-
can keep remembering all these tracks because we're going to need to pick 3 favorites. Don't forget. 3 favorites to choose to win some Auto-Tune Unlimited licenses. All right, the next one we have is by Ariel Thick Pools. The track is called Gay Times from Barcelona. I had some fun with playing with Alec Rapp's vocals and came up with a different melody and some gay agenda lyrics. Allyship, I'm with you. By chopping it, I also so you're going to be saying some things you didn't actually say, it seems.
Okay.
Ethics, who can say? I also used a couple of the sounds in the vocals to make some effects. All right, let's give this one a listen. I have no idea what we're in for here, but I'm pressing play. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Pictures of gaze,
Interesting.
looking at gaze. Time, tracing time through the lines of time. Picking
It's a hyperpop track.
gaze.
I love it.
Okay, we love that. We stand an ally. I guess that's kawaii, yeah. Kawaii vocals. I love all these synth sounds.
Super nice.
Something about this kind of music, it's candy. It makes you feel good.
Yeah. The mix is super nice.
Yeah. Ooh, that sub is so good.
It feels a bit like 2010.
Yes, MySpace.
Pictures of gaze, picking up gaze,
Picking up gaze.
Picking up gaze.
tracing time through the lines of time, picking time, gaze, time,
Wow.
Amazing.
Definitely the most use of auto-tune in the submissions yet today.
For sure.
That was cool. Do you like hyperpop music? Do you listen to a lot of hyperpop?
I wouldn't say a lot, but I'll dabble. I dabble.
Yeah.
But yeah, this definitely I felt like would need it to be like on upper, like dancing around
Yes.
ridiculously. Like
I love this kind of music. I love hyperpop. I think this sounds really good. The vocals fit really well. The one thing it's kind of missing, I guess it's like all the sounds are really clean. I really like all the synth sounds. I think there could have been a section where it goes to halftime and the drums get like a little more destructive, which is like some typical thing of hyperpop, where it's like kind of these more distorted, like glitch gum style drums, which I think are really cool. But maybe that's just not the style I'm going for. But this is cool because we haven't really had a track like this yet today. That's for sure.
God, so many different styles.
And how do you feel about people taking your words and just rearranging them into different sentences?
I love it. I think that's super fun.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I really had no expectations, but this is definitely very far from anything I could have thought.
Yes. All the different interpretations of your vocals today. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That was Gay Times by Thick Pools. Thick Pools, great name. I don't know. There's a lot to think about here.
There is a lot.
We have one more submission. Fantastic, by Arrow. It's In My Mind. And just to remind everybody that we're going to listen to this submission, and I'm going to find it, even though it's this, the last one is not public, so I can't open it in a new tab. So I'm going to try to get the audio right, my friends. I apologize. But just remind everybody that this is our last submission. We're going to listen to it, give our thoughts. We're going to go to a Be Right Back screen. Me and Alex are going to talk about some of our favorites, and then we're going to come back and we're going to announce our top 3 of the day, give away those auto-tune licenses, and that's how it's going to go. If you want to be part of future challenges, make sure you become a member at studio.343labs.com. It's free. Submit next month. We do this every month. All right. Are we ready to listen to Arrow by In My Mind?
Yes.
All right. And I believe... Yes, we have to listen to this in the forum here. All right. So I'm going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Gazing through the pictures of our time, picking up the pieces left behind.
Cool organ.
Okay.
I can't define in my mind. Gazing through the pictures of our time.
And now it's jazz.
Picking up the pieces left behind. I'm tracing through the lines I
Oh my
can't
goodness.
define. In my mind. I'm gazing.
Okay.
I'm gazing.
All I can hear is gaze now. That's all I can hear now.
Gazing through the pictures of our time.
Not bad.
Picking up the pieces left behind. Gazing through the pictures of our time. Picking up the pieces left behind. Picking. Tracing through the line.
What's up, Martin Rue in chat? Hello. I really love this kick.
Oh.
Oh, now we're winding down for now.
Gazing through the lines I can't define. In my mind.
Oh.
And okay.
Oh, wow.
That was cool. Another journey, I would say.
My goodness. My goodness.
How about that jazz? It went a lot of different places.
And yeah, I'm sorry. My brain is too much.
You have
There's
to
too
you have to
much.
like unpack it a little bit. First of all, chords and like the transitions between the sections were really good because I think there were sections that were like very different from one another.
Hmm. But it flowed super well. Like they kind of, for me, I don't know. I thought it kind of
Yeah.
went into each other very smoothly.
Yeah, which is definitely a skill to be able to transition between these different sounds and feels, and it was done through transitional sounds, through filtering, etc. So that was a
Yeah.
really good example of that. And obviously, this person has a jazz background because those chords are really cool. Like I even especially love how it opens with the bass and those chords syncing up.
Picking up the pieces left
And if you just
behind.
listen to that first 7 seconds again, I can really imagine flipping that as like a house track, like taking those chords, that bass line, those vocals exactly how they are, and just putting a 4 to the floor kick and like a hi-hat on the offbeat. And that's where I thought it was going to go. But it really leaned more into the jazzy, boom,
Ooh.
yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm
I
thinking
just-
of the sample flip of the sample flip. If you could,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Now I want to hear that too, actually.
yeah.
But really cool.
That was really cool. A lot of very, very high quality submissions today, and very hard. It will be very hard to choose our favorites because they're all different. It's not like we told everybody to make a dope house track and now we get to pick the dopest house track. It's like, no, they're all completely different. They all have
Yeah.
their own interpretations, and now we have to choose.
Goodness.
So with that, chat, I'm going to give you guys a little lo-fi vibes to listen to while me and Alex talk offline about our top 3 favorites. We're going to come back. We're going to let you know who we picked. You guys can talk in the chats about who your favorites were of the day. Please go give a follow to all the artists that you enjoyed their music. And we are going to come back and let you all know who won some Antares Auto-Tune licenses. Also, stay tuned for some announcements for what's coming up this week with 343 Labs and myself. All right, we'll be back. Enjoy the lo-fi vibes. Go grab a coffee. See you in a few. What is up, everybody? We are back. It's Tejo, joined by Alex Rapp, here for the 343 sample challenge. We do this every month. If you don't know, we just conferred and picked our 3 favorites of the day. There were a lot of really strong submissions. And don't forget that the prize this month is some Antares Autotune licenses. So thank you to them for hooking up the lucky winners. 3 licenses, which is really great. Don't forget, if you want to submit to these challenges, become a member over at 343 Studio. Join. It's totally free. That's the site I'm showing you right now on screen. Let me just move it over a little bit, because there's lots of cool things happening on 343 Studio. You can make a free account, first of all. That's the number one thing. With that free account, you have access to our video archive, which has a bunch of video classes, and our event archive, which has our past streamed events over on the platform. There's also great community happening. So if I just click on video classes, you'll see right away here we've got a few for you to dive into. This one with Great Danes, 5 parts, Abe Duque, 6 parts on compression. Then we got John Selway with bass stabs and synthesis. We have more coming, including one from our guest Alex. Just remind everybody what your class is on and what you talked about in it.
Live performance with a Mimu glove, a wireless wearable controller, MIDI controller.
Yes, my audience loves MIDI controllers, and that's my fault. But that one's cool. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Classes are getting added to this every single week. So if you just become a free member, you'll get access to those, and you'll be able to submit for our monthly sample challenges. Other announcements, which Virgin, thank you for reminding me in the chat. There's an open house happening at 343 Labs in New York on Thursday at 6:30. If you want to go show up on site to our kind of new location in New York, definitely come hang out. Give that a quick Google search. You'll be able to find it, or on 343 Labs social media. And then for me, my channel, I've got a stream this Thursday coming up. On Saturday, we're doing track reviews. So if you're a channel member, you can go ahead and submit over on Discord. And the members workshops are coming up. That is going to be the first Saturday in May. So if you're not a VIP member yet, might be a good time to sign up and get ready. Formal announcements coming on social media this week. Alex, do you have any announcements for us? Just throw that at you.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything to announce at the moment.
Anything you want to promote, music that people should go check out, any community things that you're doing, etc.
Yeah, well, if you're in Berlin, definitely check out my Instagram, and I'm posting. I have quite a few shows happening in May and June, and yeah, you can always listen to my music wherever you stream music. I have 2 EPs there for you,
yes.
And I'm just finishing some new stuff.
Awesome.
But I don't have a date for that. So
cool. TBD. Well, follow along, and you'll find out when that EP is going to come out. So. Everybody go check out Alex's stuff. I did link Alex's Instagram in the description, but I'm sure if you just Google Alex Rapp, you'll find something cool. All right, are we ready to let people know who is going home with a Auto-Tune license today? 3, yes. Only 3 could be chosen. Everybody did a great job. It is very difficult to choose a winner as usual. You all are a very supportive community anyway, so don't feel too down if you didn't get chosen today. There's always next month, and it's always just a matter of we're just picking based on our tastes, and it's very difficult to pick between 12 tracks that are completely different genres and completely different, levels of ability, but we try to spread the love. So, number 3, who is going home with 1 year of Auto-Tune Unlimited, we would like to congratulate Arrow. Congrats to Arrow. Round of applause button there. Woo, good job, Arrow. I would click play on your track, but it's embedded into the form, so I can't really do that at the moment. But great work by Arrow. Go check out their page if you did enjoy. That was that last one that we just listened to, jazzy chords and all that. And then the second place we have, that's getting 2 years of Auto-Tune Unlimited. We have... Let me click play on it real quick. Joachim with this Arabic influenced track. Super clean, super fresh. Really good flip of the sample. Amazing mix. Just different interpretation than most people on this challenge, which is really cool. Rightly deserved, I would say. Good job, Joachim. Thank you, thank you. And then finally, our first place, who will be receiving 3 years of Auto-Tune Unlimited. Drum roll in the chat, please. But it goes out to Aspirin, the first track we heard today. I think this might be the first time the first track we heard in a day has taken home first place. You want to talk a little bit about what you like about this track, Alex?
Wow. I mean, it was really a complete track that had a really nice arrangement and really great sound design, and yeah, just worked with the sample super well in unexpected ways. But really, I think it was just really cohesive and well done.
Yes, I think a good marker of like a high quality entry into these is if the track sounds like it could have been released or that it already existed before the sample challenge even happened. And to me, this track, I wouldn't think twice about it. I would think like this is just this vocal was made for this track.
Yeah.
So good job, everybody, for entering. There were tons of different submissions. Like I said, not easy to pick our favorite, but nonetheless, we had to. And they were all really, really great, and there were a lot of really cool things happening. So thank you all for joining us today. We're going to wrap up here. Don't forget to go make an account over on studio.343labs for totally free to be involved in the next sample challenge. Based on the poll, we are probably going to do submissions over on Discord next time, but you will still need to download the sample from 343 Studio. One more time, I'll check chat. People asking about the track review for my stream. That happens on Saturday. It's not a sample flip. It's just submitting your tracks over on Discord, which you get access to by hitting the join button over on my channel. Ayush, thank you for that super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Tom Adams Music, thank you. Ariel L, thank you. 343 Labs will be live again later this week, Friday and Saturday, with Abe Duque and John Selway. I will be live again on Thursday, so come hang out with me on Thursday. It's also my mom's birthday, so if you don't show up, you're disappointing my mother. And one more time, Alex, give everybody a shout to where they can find you and where they should go to keep up with you.
Yeah, Alex Rapp is my artist name.
Two P's.
You can find me on 2 P's, Alex R-A-P-P. Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp.
All that.
Yeah, and yeah, if you're in Berlin, come see a show. I'd love to see you in the audience.
Totally. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining. This was a fun stream. I will see you all on Thursday. That's going to be it. This has been Tatro and Alex Rapp. Have a good one.